But there are things we can solve, as the chief said, about who gets on this campus. Now, every university in the Georgia system, from a legal standpoint, is open. We cannot lock the university down. We don't have the right to do that. But we can choose, as members of this university, who we invite to campus.
We have 5 new officers. We're going from the number that we had last year to 5 new additional officers. They're in the academy right now. Started on Thursday. They'll be there about 2 months. Our force is growing. Training is being developed to enhance what we do on campus.
There are things we can do. We can't tell you all that we can do, but there are things we can do that if someone calls and makes an anonymous tip and says, okay, I'm doing this, but I'm afraid somebody's going to put the pieces together and say that it's me. I need to have y'all protect me. I need to maybe have y'all move me to a different place on campus, or I need to have you watch so-and-so. So-and-so may be a problem. We can do that. We can do that, and we can do it confidentially.
It's interesting that there's a concern about sharing with the police, but within 3 hours, there was information out on the internet talking about the situation that was in greater detail than what individuals provided to the police at the scene. So that means people want to talk about it. It's who they want to talk about it with. And it's difficult to say whether out on Instagram, Twitter, and various other places, is this valid details or facts? Or hyperbole? People exaggerating, taking an event and making a little bit more out of it than what it was. Because the chief shared with me, they were accessing some information being shared out in social media. So that is concerning.
Gunshots. They didn't sound like gunshots. They thought that they were like firecrackers or something. I guess because they were so close, it was a totally different sound than what you usually hear. If we're at a party, you hear something like that. So what happened was my friend picked up the booth and she saw somebody down and she just screamed and she ran out. And then I ran out after her. I didn't know what happened. And then I seen where it was the body on the ground, and I just, like instinct took place because I was a certified first aid and CPR and everything. So I tried to do CPR because I checked his vitals. He wasn't breathing. I didn't feel a pulse. I didn't hear any breath. And when I was doing it, he basically left. Then when I left to go call 911 and she took over, he came back. Like he started breathing. Eyes started fluttering. He was grabbing his head, grabbing her hand. So with me being there, I guess I saw the worst of it and I guess the best of it, but then it took a turn for the worst afterwards, after emergency medical services came. Okay.
We put gates up 2009 to 2010, or 2000, around that time. We started putting most of this fencing around campus. There was one area of fencing on this side more so than the other. We didn't have anything along the road. We had some protecting campus before we acquired Indigo Point, low-income housing complex. We felt there was a lot of criminal element coming on campus from there. But there is a component that feels we should not have fencing. When we asked for fencing and funds for it, the system did not want us to, because we are a state institution. We're supposed to be open to citizens of the state of Georgia. But we expressed to them that we had a concern because of our location and we were allowed to put fencing up.
Simple fact, it's 6 females right here. And the fact that it took to us, it might have seemed longer than it was. And I know they were arguing back and forth to whoever was on dispatch because either they don't know the address or whatever the case may be. We're Savannah State. No matter what we say, it's still Savannah State. Our address does not change. And
we have about 600 some cameras, but a lot of them are looking through trees. All of them not working, but a lot of them are looking through trees. A lot of them are under overhangs that create a shadow. They don't have good lighting to them, especially at night. Creates a problem.
I do know one of the things that's been shared is the vehicular traffic pattern around campus. At times being either behind or stopped around folks, and that's one of the reasons I shared the bike patrol and also getting segways, things that can go across campus, not go around campus, to assist them with being able to respond. So there are right now identified 1 officer per shift that's agreed to become part of the bike patrol. So there would be an officer And with my understanding, a great deal of events taking place down in the commons in the village, it will probably stay on that side of campus. We've learned since we installed the speed bumps that we thought would help slow a car down when you go over it. You get a good picture of a person as they're going out, a good picture of the car. When people are trying to get out of campus hastily, they don't slow down. People share a lot of information out in social media that they may not share in general conversation with someone that they meet, and some people they may know very well, but they're put phrases, comments, expressions, frustrations, stresses out on social media as a way of personal relief. If you're sharing it that way, share it in a fashion and to folks that can maybe have an impact. Social media is not going to come back on campus and help solve the crime. As far as I know, people may gather information and follow up on real investigative methodology. They don't use that to solve really anything. It could be a trigger to go in a certain direction, but it's going to take real investigative work to follow that through and see if that is a valid lead or not.